Welcome to the first session. In this session, we are going to explore what mindful anger is, and we'll be practicing applying kindness and curiosity to our experience with anger. So, what is mindful anger? Mindful anger is being able to sit in the car with our own anger. You may be thinking, sit in the car with my anger? What does that mean? For answers, we can look to one of my favorite quotes on anger. Anger is like a child. You don't want to let it drive the car, and you certainly don't want to stuff it in the trunk either. Mindful anger is learning to sit in the car with our anger. Our anger is not driving the car, and we haven't stuffed it in the trunk. It is sitting in the car, but we are in the driver's seat. When anger is sitting in the back seat of the car with its seatbelt on, this emotion can safely express itself. It can communicate its needs and desires, and it can inform how we then choose to respond to the situation in front of us. But this is not such an easy thing to do. Because anger is such a stigmatized and an uncomfortable emotion, we haven't developed the tools to properly relate to and respond from this emotion. So most of us channel our anger into one of these two strategies. We get hijacked by our anger and end up allowing our anger to drive the car. We erupt like a volcano, yelling and shouting. We say hurtful things to ourselves, to the people we care for, or we even react with aggression or violence. I call this group the eruptors. And then there are the stuffers. The stuffers stuff their anger in the trunk by denying that they feel angry. Stuffers are so terrified of their own anger and the repercussions of feeling and expressing it. As stuffers, we collapse our boundaries, mute our true voice, and shove anger deep into our bodies. Cultivating mindful anger is not easy. It takes practice to allow our anger to sit in the car with us without giving in to our autopilot need to either stuff it in the trunk or hand it the keys. Let's practice a simple guided meditation to begin to grow this capacity to mindfully be with our anger. Go ahead and put away all distractions. Take some deep, slow breaths, settling into your seat. When you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes and feel your sits bones in your chair. Softening your jaw, allowing your breath to guide you into your body, into this moment. Now imagine yourself sitting in the driver's seat of the car. Essentially, you're sitting in the driver's seat of your life, centered in yourself and in charge of your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Feel your hands on the steering wheel and your foot on the accelerator. You are the one driving this car. And it's a warm, sunny day outside. Just feel yourself grounded and present. You can clearly see the road ahead. Just taking some deep, slow breaths. Perhaps in the past, when anger has arisen, you would allow it to drive the car, or maybe you compulsively stuffed it in the trunk because you felt afraid of your own anger. But not today. Go ahead and look in the rearview mirror of your car and see anger, like a little child sitting in the back seat of the car. Anger has its seatbelt on. Just notice what this feels like. Taking some deep breaths. Your anger might be saying something to you. Maybe it's even yelling about something or throwing a tantrum, but that's okay. You are the one driving the car. Take some slow, deep breaths, feeling your feet on the ground, feeling your hands relaxed on the steering wheel. And just notice what it's like to be in the driver's seat of your own life. And anger is here in the car with you. You're not ignoring your anger, but you're not allowing its presence or words to disrupt your driving. Just see if you can really open to this experience and just notice with compassion and curiosity whatever arises. Notice if this feels foreign or scary or uncomfortable to have anger in the car. Notice how it feels to be this close to your anger. Perhaps you feel a sense of empowerment that you're in the driver's seat, not anger. Now take some slow, deep, soothing breaths. Just try on generating some kindness, some curiosity for whatever is arising for you right now. All of it is welcome. Take a few deep breaths and start to come back to this moment, wiggling your toes and your fingers, and slowly opening your eyes. Whatever occurred, see if you can hold it right now with kindness and curiosity. It's okay if it felt challenging to be in the car with anger. Take some time to journal about what arose for you. This is really the first step in cultivating mindful anger is learning to calmly sit in the car with this fiery and powerful emotion. And I want you just to imagine what will be possible in the weeks and months ahead if you continue to grow this healthier relationship with anger. How will this impact your relationships, your health, your well being? You are now well on your way. When you're ready, move on to the next session. I look forward to seeing you there.